I want to say thank you to KMAS for making this video voter guide. I grew up in the coal fields of West Virginia, and I see such similarities to this timber-based economy. Sometimes my dad had a job, and sometimes he didn't. And that's the way it was. Sometimes we had very tough economic times. There were times that it was so dangerous for my father to go to work. And I see that here in Mason County. I see that there's this ongoing argument, jobs versus clean environment. And I reject that. I believe that we can have both. But one thing that I know that we all have in common, we all want and hope for a better life for our children. I get it. These are the challenges the next county commissioner is going to be facing, and I'm ready to do this job. For the last 2 years, I've attended county commissioner meetings. I know what I'm getting into. Over the last 2 years, I've worked with the League of Women Voters conducting a budget study of the county. I know what the urgent issues are. I've thought about them. And over my career, I worked as a money manager for the Department of Army and U.S. Forest Service. I've managed large budgets and I've led people. I know how to do this job. I've been endorsed by the Mason County Deputy Sheriff's Guild and the Regional Fraternal Order of Police and the Mason County Democrats. These are really tough economic times that we're in. This recession has really affected this county, as it has the state and the nation. And teamwork is how we're going to pull through this. On September 11, 2001, I was working in the Pentagon, and I was there close to point of impact. What I saw on that day was real teamwork in action. I saw the lowest ranking private all the way up to the Secretary of Defense working to save lives. And I was fortunate to have 3 people that I want to talk to you about today who helped me on that day, who just reached out to me and said, I want to help you. There was an electrical technician who helped to lead me out of the building. There was a woman who gave me a quarter so that I could call my husband to let him know that I was safe. And there was a perfect stranger who loaned me his bike so that I could ride home. Those acts were huge to me. They really meant a lot to me on that day. That's the kind of teamwork and team spirit that we're going to have to pull out of these tough times that we're in here in Mason County. I know that there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of volunteer work. But we also are going to have to work together, elected officials and citizens, to bring better economic times here to Mason County. In the upcoming general election, everyone in Mason County, all voters in Mason County, will vote for the county commissioner. It's down to 2. There are 2 of us that you're going to be looking at. And I believe the choice is clear. If you were going down a dark alley or a dangerous street, you'd want to have someone who knew law enforcement there with you to protect you and help you get through that dangerous street. But if you needed somebody to run the county government, to help balance the budget, to help figure out how to get us through this recession, I believe you'd want to have someone who understands money management and has a previous track record of leading people in a complex organization. I am that person. I have that experience. And I'm asking you for your vote on November 2nd. Thank you.